Hey there guys, Frankomatic here, and quite a while ago I recorded Test Drive on the C64, so I figured it's about time to take a look at Test Drive 2. Also on the C64, even though there are ports to this to several other systems, most of which are probably a little easier to play because they have an actual frame rate as opposed to a frame suggestion, but I do think this is one of the games that was in my uncle's box of discs that he obtained from the pawn shop. I'm aware at least of a Super Nintendo, I believe, and Genesis era port of this game that looks much better, but this is the original, to my knowledge. Test Drive 2, the Duel. I did do a practice round to make sure I remember how to play. I'm still pretty terrible at this, but, you know, crashing cars at several hundred miles per hour is fun in and of itself, right? There is a bit of disc swapping I have to do here, but luckily I remember what discs need to go where. Unless it remembers. It does not. Okay. So we need to attach disc B. Nope, not that one. Test Drive 2B. Oh, no, that's not it. Test Drive 2C? Yeah, there we go. And then the scenery disc should be, I believe, D. Might be E. Whoop. No, it was D. And then back to the master disk. To A. Don't know why that didn't take the first time, but whatever. Alright. Let's take a look at the cars. Drive the good old Ferrari. Oop. A Testarossa. This. A Lotus. I'm gonna take out the Corvette, though. It's probably a few more cars, but who cares? Now we can change the scenery order if we want to. Lots and lots of disk swapping in this game if you don't want to just use the default options. If you do, after that first set of swapping, it's you just pick up and play. It's fine. I think I attached the wrong disc. No, need to attach the scenery disc. I should maybe actually read what it says. Alright. We got California Challenge. Is that it? Work with me here, mouse, please. I guess we're going to just stick with that. We could change the other car, but no thank you. Let's race against the computer. Just because I want to show you that you can race between a literal baby to a pro driver. Obviously, we're going to race against a literal baby because I don't want to mess around with gear shifting. Because I have hard enough time not killing myself 6 times in a row immediately. Insert the car disc. Gotta load in our car graphics. I will say that I don't have faster drive emulation on, I don't think, so it does actually load pretty quick for a C64 game. I think it has everything in pretty bite-sized chunks. So assuming we're still on the master scenery disc, this should start us out in the desert. Once it gets there. No, this is not exactly the same. But just like the first game, acceleration is performed by holding the joystick forward rather than with a button. The button, I assume, would be how you shifted gears if you're doing it manually. Isn't that engine purr? Not the worst engine sound I've heard, at least. And again, I grew up with PC speaker games, and this is much better than that mess. Also, much like the first game, it's still very difficult to tell if you're going to hit something or not, due to the way the perspective is. In my test run, I did manage to make it to the 3rd stage, which I think is the last one, but we'll see if we get there again. I think it was mostly luck. There does seem to be less traffic in general in this sequel. Unfortunate. My practice run actually managed to make it through this stage unscathed the first time, and almost did it this time too. 4/10 of a mile left. Sad. Here we are at Chris's Classic Gasoline. I don't fully know what they're getting at there. Beat the fastest time for this road section. We won this round, and we are winning the game. Next up should be the Cliffs, which, if I recall, is where the first game started you at. And this is... if I don't lose here, it will be blind luck, because this is not easy. There is a ground over to the side. Hey, it's our rival. He actually got in front of us. Whoa, hang on. If you're in the Ferrari, you start out in front of that guy, and he will never catch up to you if you don't allow him to. But the Corvette accelerates a little more slowly, so apparently he will get in front of you pretty quick at the start. Oop. Nope, get back on the road. Corvette feels a little more squirrely than the Ferrari did, too. As much as I would like to win the race, I think I'm going to try and stay alive as goal one. Although I did get a pretty good message of, you are dead, but you still won in my test run. Very encouraging of it. I'm going to try to avoid it, but you can fall off the cliff here, which is treated as a crash reasonably. Sharp as heck turn is very easy to crash on, but we managed to not. Let's gun it to the finish. We did it this time without crashing. Nice. I feel pretty good about that. Al's Porsche parts and gas. No parts for us, I guess. It gives us a good 6 lives to try and get through the complicated final section. Still winning the game. Got a pretty solid lead on our opponent. Been playing Grand Prix Circuit, trademark, lately. I haven't, but maybe I should. Alright, this section of road is very windy, has the most traffic so far, and actually has cops that come after you, unlike the last two. This is where I lost on my test run. like our rival almost died there. Cops are after us. He's gonna catch us. Oh, that's great. It's an instant game over, too. Amazing. You are dead, however you still won the game. Good. I'm glad we got that. Oh, that's good. I was thinking about maybe doing a second run, but you know what? I feel like I need to leave it on. You are dead, but you still won the game. Why do you want the car disc in? Oh yeah, so I can put in my high score that it won't show. Let's see if it actually doesn't show that. Yeah, there's the high scores. I just got one, but it ain't there. Ah well. I think that'll do it for today. Apologies for this video being a little on the later side, but sometimes I just forget. I'm an old man, you gotta forgive me. Anyways, later guys.